Well, hi there, Aquarius. How are you this evening? My name is Cheryl Lynn, and I'm here to do your weekend bonus reading. This one is going to be for the 30th, 31st of May, and then the 1st of June. So that should be Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We're going to do it the way we always do it. We're going to call out all 12 signs. When I call out the sign, whoever comes to your mind first is who we're speaking about. Then I'll pull 2 cards for each one to give you some sort of an overview into the current dynamic between you and whoever came to your mind. At the bottom, I will pull 2 cards each for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. This is to give you some sort of a heads up as to what could be coming towards you this weekend, to maybe make it easier for you to navigate your way through it, right? That's the hope, okay? All right, this one's going to be for my Aquarius. All right. Let's see what we get. If you're an Aquarius currently dealing with an Aries, I've got the 7 of Swords and the 4 of Swords. So it looks like you and the Aries have hit a rough patch right here. It feels like you're trying to recover from something that they said or did. I wouldn't say this is dead in the water, but it's definitely hit a rough spot. That's what we'll say on that one for the Aries. Okay. If you're an Aquarius dealing with a Taurus, I have the Tower and the Queen of Swords. So this Taurus is viewing you as the Queen of Swords. They're saying that you are being very defensive and somewhat cold. Definitely trying to function from a place of logic and not emotion. This is because of some sort of tower that's fallen between the two of you. That's what I got on that. If you are an Aquarius dealing with a Gemini, I have the Knight of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles. So this Gemini is viewing you as somebody who has great opportunities around them, and for some reason you're stalling and not jumping on them. They don't understand. This is like a friend, it feels like, or a work associate maybe. If you are an Aquarius dealing with a Cancer, I have the Star card and the 6 of Swords. So this Cancer is viewing you as somebody who's really shining right now with great resilience. No matter what's happened lately, it's like you still just push forward, just keep swimming, right? You're just really on a roll here. You're not going to give up hope and faith, and you intend to get your life to a spot where it's not chaotic. This feels like somebody who's definitely viewing you with adoration, or somebody who's looking up to you, really. Okay? If you are an Aquarius dealing with, a Leo, I have the 9 of Swords and the 9 of Pentacles. It feels like for you and the Leo, whatever cycle you're currently in is closing out, kind of, with 2 9s. I feel like you're coming to the end of whatever it was you needed to teach each other, possibly. It looks like you've taken your power back, and you're definitely strutting in your independence, right? It's stressing the Leo out, I think, quite a bit. But that's what I got there. If you are a Aquarius dealing with a Virgo, I have the Queen of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune. So this Virgo sees you as somebody where the Wheel of Fortune always seems to spin in your favor. They don't understand why they feel like you stack the cards against you. This is somebody who feels like you are too nice to too many people. You need to toughen up and be not so nice. That's what they're after. Okay. If you are an Aquarius dealing with a Libra, I have the 6 of Cups and the Lovers. So this Libra is definitely somebody you have a lot of history with. It feels like there's a lot of history here, but there's also a very confusing love connection here of some sort. It doesn't have to be romantic, but it's definitely something that is hard to define, is what I've got there. If you are a Aquarius dealing with a Scorpio, I have the 8 of Swords and the Devil card. Well, you and the Scorpio have seen better days for sure. It looks like there's a lot of restriction here and obsession. There could be an addiction at play too. This is something to do with, this is just kind of dark. Whatever the two of you have here seems quite toxic between the Scorpio and the Aquarius, at least currently. Okay, if you are an Aquarius dealing with a Sagittarius, I have the 9 of Wands and the King of Swords. The Sagittarius is viewing you as somebody who's been greatly hurt by things here in the past, and for that reason you are now definitely firmly standing in this King of Swords, trying to keep your emotions at bay and focus just on the logical side of things, okay? All right, if you are an Aquarius dealing with a Capricorn, I have the 8 of Cups and Justice. It looks like this Capricorn views you as somebody who has opted to walk away and in that you have found your justice. I don't know if you're walking away from the Capricorn. Maybe. Oh. Maybe. I don't know. If you're an Aquarius dealing with another Aquarius, or possibly sending a message to yourself, I've got the Two of Pentacles and the Judgment card. So I think if you're sending a message to yourself, what you're trying to relate to yourself is that you have to call judgment on something to finally find a sense of balance here. You excusing somebody's bad behavior is not allowing you to find the balance that you deserve or that you want. Okay? If you are an Aquarius dealing with a Pisces, I have the Seven of Pentacles and the Hermit. So this Pisces is viewing you as somebody who has definitely pulled their energy back out of the situation between the two of you. And at this point, you are trying to figure out if you even want to invest in this any longer, or if that's it. That's what I got on those. Okay, so for Friday, I've got the Knight of Wands and the Six of Pentacles. So you're fired up over a situation where you feel like there could be reciprocity. I think you've run across something new that's piqued your interest. Saturday, I've got the Ten of Pentacles and the Five of Swords. You're very conflicted about which road you want to take to get to this Ten of Pentacles. Partially because of whatever you've run across on Friday. Sunday, you've got the High Priestess and the Three of Wands. You're trying to function in secret here for some reason. You're pushing forward and you have a plan, it looks like, but you're not letting anybody else know what that plan is. That's all yours, okay? That's what I see here. Definitely not a bad week. Looks like you are, whatever hard times you've had here of late, it looks like you're coming out the other side of them, so that is good. Definitely taking your power back, standing very independently, which is where you should be anyway, so you're good with that. So, that's what I have. I'll be back on Sunday, Lord willing, with the weekly forecasts or weekly readings, and I'm here pretty much every morning with these energy check-ins. If you're interested, come by and check them out. That's what I got. All right, thanks for everything, you guys. Take care.